is day 13. This was yesterday's. Day 13. Black enters the study, supremely pleased with the night's progress. Inside, he finds Scarlet looting through the desk drawers. Papers are scattered around the office. The computer screen is awake but logged out. Black clears his throat pointedly. Find anything you like, Cyan? Scarlet slowly turns around with a look of disdain. To be honest, no. For someone with such dastardly schemes, your study is disappointingly pedestrian. Black laughs, guilty as charged. I keep all the juicy bits up here, he points to his head, precisely because of people like you and your alter ego. Scarlet gives a light-hearted laugh. Oh, Potty, I quite admire the mysterious Cyan, but unfortunately, writing was never my strong suit. Whatever you think you have on me, I'm afraid you're mistaken. Really? In that case, feel free to reject my offer, he says. I'll still be sending my evidence to the Gazette, just in case. A scoop about their own gossip columnist would be quite a headline. If, of course, it is true. Scarlet's genteel smile freezes, then warps into something ugly. I've crushed decadent fools before. You'll notice that Cyan and I are still here, while they're not. You don't scare me, Body. You're nothing but a pampered mama's boy. Scarlet punctuates her point by knocking over the marble bust of Black's mother, which topples with a heavy thud. Black, however, merely smiles. I knew this room was overstuffed. Thank you for helping me decide what to remove. He leaves the study. Scarlet spends a few more minutes searching, but finds nothing more interesting than a list of paint swatches for the proposed hotel. With a sigh of resignation, she picks the bust back up and sets it on its pedestal. All right, so let's get organized with the cards that were in day 13. And day 13 is here. We opened it up, and these were the cards we got. And we got, marble bust. But Scarlet puts it back. So I don't know if that's a clue. I mean, White took the scarf with her. Peacock had the gun in her muff. But Scarlet put the bust back on the thing. Have to think about that. All right, so we have Body. I mixed some sample colors for the paint to use in your new hotel. I know you like to be hands-on, so if you mix your own paint, be sure to take note of what colors went into it. I'm not a miracle worker. I need a clear formula if I'm to recreate it at scale. All right, so these must be his formula. And this is the thing we're looking at. So here we have orange. We have red plus yellow equals orange. So if we work backwards, orange minus yellow equals red. So X is red. Let me write that down. All right, so purple minus X, which we know is red, is blue. So we have purple. So we have blue. My old high school algebra coming back to help. So then we have a light blue minus Y, and we know Y is the darker of the blues. And so let's look over here. Okay, so here we have this blue is here. We know that Y is blue. So we have the question mark is yellow. So the color we're looking for is yellow. Let's double check. Let's double check the hint guide on the back page. And it says yellow. Yes, the color we're looking for is yellow. So that will be day 14 coming up in the next video. So what do you guys think of this so far? You guys liking it? You like the clue? I'm enjoying it. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm enjoying it. Let me tell you about yesterday's saga before I go on. So again, it's December 14th, a little before 2. Yesterday, I had tickets to see A Christmas Carol at the Playhouse, and we started getting snow early afternoon. John felt confident he could drive. It would just be a long drive, so we left very early. We were supposed to go to dinner first. We got a call from the restaurant asking if we felt comfortable coming or if we wanted to cancel our reservation. And John said, let's go ahead and cancel it because the roads were very dicey by that point. And he didn't want to get across the river to Kentucky and then have to come back into Ohio. And he didn't put 2 and 2 together that sorry, there's a bit of a glare. He didn't put 2 and 2 together that where we were headed was actually down by the art museum, and there's a lot of hills down there. He said if he had put 2 and 2 together, we wouldn't have gone. We would have called it earlier and just stayed home. So it took us an hour and a half to get down there. We arrived. We were so happy we arrived. There's a cafe there. We thought, well, we'll get a bite to eat at this cafe. There looked like there was a salad I could eat. That would be fine. We walked in and they said, yeah, the show's been canceled. It was canceled about a half an hour ago. You should have received a text and an email. No text, no email. I might need to check my deleted stuff just to see if it ended up in spam. Yeah. So then we had to do another hour and a half back. We decided to stop at the grocery store like really close to my house. That was closing in 10 minutes. So we had to do a quick mad dash through the grocery store to pick up a few things so we could have something for dinner. And I was so shook up from the drive and just trying not to be anxious. I wasn't the one driving. John grew up on the Eastern Coast where there's a lot of snow. He grew up in an area that has weather like this all the time. And he was very familiar, very comfortable driving, he said. So I just sat back and I think I worked on editing day 4's footage, and that's when I figured out that my Advent footage is all toast from day 4 on. So I just want to give an update. I don't know if I'll use this. I think I might save this particular piece of footage for the day 13 vlog.